Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a Rating Your Doomstack video playing as the Broken Axe with Grimgore Ironhide here, and a Black Orc Doomstack going up against nearly 4 full stacks of Kislevite forces. This is on the hardest difficulty here, so the fact that it's saying Valiant Defeat means this is pretty damn strong in Auto Resolve. Now, the main focus of this Doomstack is not really just to showcase how strong Black Orcs are, but actually to showcase trophy stacking. So what he's done in this campaign is he's focused entirely on just getting the Waaghs done. Going around getting as many Waaagh trophies as possible, because every Waaagh trophy that you get, every different one, they all stack on top of each other, so you don't ever lose them. Now, I don't think you can get the same trophy twice. So one big example here is the Lizardman trophy that gives you 15% physical resistance. Now, I've already had a look at his campaign, and that trophy was not the most recent one, and it's still being applied here. So you definitely retain the trophies that you've had in the past. So what I'm going to do here, just bring up the wiki just for a moment, where it details all of the different trophies that you can get from going on a Waaagh, from a big trophy, bigger trophy, and biggest trophy. Obviously, focusing on the biggest trophies here can give the biggest rewards. However, I'm suspect, but I'm not sure about this, someone's going to have to test it out, that you can actually stack a big trophy, a bigger trophy, and a biggest trophy together, but you can't stack on 2 of the same type. Like 2 Skaven biggest trophies won't work, I think. I'm not sure about that. But if we have a look here, so the Skaven one provides growth in casualty replenishment rate. The Dwarf one, which is what he currently has as the most recent Waaagh that he finished, reduced construction cost and increased weapon strength. Empire Bretonnia, Grand Cathay Kislev, charge bonus, and obedience faction-wide. That's the one he's currently working on, because he's currently got a Waaagh active. I don't think getting charge bonus plus 20 is essential, although it does look like he already has that applied. Then he's got the Lizardman one, physical resistance plus 15%. We can tell definitely he has that, because there's no other way to give them physical resistance, and unless you're getting them with Waaagh. Then you've got the Elf factions that provide research rate, ammunition, and missile strength. Tomb Kings providing Winds of Magic starting amount. I think that might be a bit of a remnant from Warhammer 2. I'm not sure how that's going to work in Warhammer 3, but that'd be interesting to see. Speed plus 20%, which that kind of looks like it has been achieved because their base speed is 29, so they've increased their speed by 50%. And then income from post-battle loot, which isn't a huge deal for the Greenskins since they've got a building that can just be built in every minor settlement that'll increase their post-battle loot. They can eventually get ridiculous amounts. Then you got Norska Beastmen Warriors of Chaos here that provide armor plus 20 and Untainted plus 8. And all Greenskin factions will provide leadership faction-wide and reduced recruitment cost, and Ogre Kingdoms will provide income from raiding, faction-wide, and unit mass 20%. Now, I know for a fact he doesn't have this one here, because if we look back here, the mass of the Black Orcs is 190, which is their base mass. Now, what I've got here as well is a screenshot here of the base stats from a custom battle I just set up just a few moments ago. These are the base stats with no stat stacking whatsoever, with no experience or anything, of a Black Orc unit. And what we can do here is just sort of compare them and see just how much he's managed to boost the stats by. So in terms of armor, from 110 to 167, leadership from 72 to 126, speed, it's gone up by 9, oh, maybe not 50%. It's gone up by maybe 33%. Melee attack from 36 to 76, which is tripled. Melee defense from 31 to 55. Weapon strength from 50% to 111. And charge bonus from 29 to 66%. With no ward save or physical resistance there. And he's got 8%, which I think he gets from Grimgore. He gets the Berserk. Actually not sure where they're getting Berserk from. And yeah, they've all got Berserk. So that gives them additional physical resistance as well the longer they're in combat. Up to 20%. And yeah, that, I wonder where they're getting the fire resistance from as well. Just not sure. Anyway, let's jump in here and see how it actually performs on the battlefield. But you can tell here that a huge amount of effort has gone into this. And once again, guys, I'm asking for you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. It does seem as though asking for subscriptions makes a big difference, because the last time I asked for them, gained like 700. We are very close to 500,000 subscribers, which ultimately doesn't really mean anything. It's just it'd be nice to be at 500,000 subscribers. So if you're enjoying what we're doing here, and you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do so. Or not. It's entirely up to you. No downside to not subscribing. I just appreciate it. Anyway, I know. Greatest sales pitch ever. Okay, so they've got reinforcements coming from over here, so we totally could park ourselves there. However, he has stat stacked so much that I'm gonna just not do that. I'm gonna just charge in melee at their front line. I'm not gonna wait for their reinforcements. And actually, we want to go as wide as possible if we can. This is not an army that you want to create a blob on. And these guys here should stay close to the Crimson Killers. And the Crimson Killers should be in the center. Okay. And we're just gonna YOLO in and just see how they perform. So they got a lot of units in here, Incarnate Elemental of Beast. These are a bit of a concern because if we get into a blob, the Incarnate Flock of Doom can do a fair bit of damage. But on like one unit, it's not that big of a deal. Ideally, you'd actually want your heroes to go and sort that out, because it's not going to do that much damage to single entities. What up in there? How'd they take damage? It doesn't really matter on the Crimson Killers, but how did that happen? Because that one's not cursed. These ones here are cursed, because we're going up against the stack here. Just keep running at them. But yeah, I mainly just want to keep these close to the Crimson Killers to keep their leadership nice and high so that they don't take any casualties, because they're immortals. So in order for these to start taking casualties, I think their base... Oh, that's what they did, was it? Fair enough. Their base leadership here, you don't go off the base value, you go off what it was in the campaign map. I think it was 132. So they would need 76 leadership in order to start taking actual damage. Oh, casualties, I mean. Remember that time in Warhammer 2 where we actually got them down to 0 HP? Okay, don't have everyone fight that. You only need one. One fighting that one at a time. I'll tell you what, the extra speed here really helps. I was just taking a lot of damage. It's okay to blob up around these guys. No massive debuffs or anything. So these ones, where the Crimson Killers go, you need to get them over there and just keep these guys in nice high spirits so that they don't take casualties. Yeah, so they're dropping down a bit. All we're going to do is pop down a bit of this stuff here. That'll keep them nice and happy. So yeah, if you want to make that one unit Doom stack with the Crimson Killers, getting the Greenskin Waaagh, Greenskin trophy, really good. You can see they're killing shit so quick. The only thing that's doing any serious damage to us is just like all their missile units, which they've got a lot of. Like I said, not really focusing on Grimgor himself. Because yeah, one of the biggest weaknesses of Black Orcs is actually their lack of speed. A lot of faster armies can just run circles around them, which is what I usually do when I encounter them. But if you've got 39 or 38 speed, that's pretty good. I do really wonder if you can stack the lesser trophies on top of your bigger trophies. Because that'd be good if you could. This unit over here is having a hard time. He's fighting too much. I need to pull him out, maybe. Yeah, let's pull that one out. This one over here, doing just fine, no casualties. Okay, this guy, just pull him out, he's done for now. Even Warbear Riders just not really able to do much against them, although Warbear Riders are anti-large. So one here. Nope, no casualties so far. Okay, so this one, just bring it... Okay, we are actually taking a casualty here. But because their leadership is high, I don't think they're actually taking casualties. I think what's happening is that big units are knocking them down. And the game thinks that they're dead. We've seen this before, where they actually are like headless. But they're not actually dead. They keep on fighting. Headless orcs are OP. Okay, the bouncer power is no longer in our favor, and their reinforcements have now reached our rear. I'm going to have to deal with that. Now, the whole point of having 4 Black Orc big bosses is basically giving these guys here perfect vigor, because they've got a skill in their stat line, that skill tree, that reduces the fatigue, or gives them basically 25% fatigue resistance, which stacks. So you get... Probably forgot to do that ages ago. You get 4 of them, and you've got 100% fatigue resistance, giving them perfect vigor, even though it doesn't say perfect vigor there. Yeah, they look like they're done. Turn around, go over here. Nah, I don't think you need to worry about that too much. The last of their reinforcements have come. We now need to focus heading this way. Okay, this one here is also taking too much damage. Basically, anyone that's reduced their entity numbers below half, we pull them out of combat. Use them at the end. Keep the fresher ones in the fight. Look at this shit! 700 kills. And what we should see are lagging... Yeah, here we go. We got lagging behind Crimson Killers. They're not actually dead. They just got knocked down at some point. Okay, these guys here are almost done, and they'll just try to keep up. That one... that can actually go in reserve. I think we're doing well enough that we don't need every single unit fighting. Oh, yeah, I was right, because we've already army lost them. Holy crap. That is a very early army losses. But, yeah, they've got active there by our blood. And you know the funny thing here is that I totally could have made this battle easier on myself by just parking myself there and decided, nah, he's stat stacked enough, let's just see how it actually performs. It performs pretty well. This one here hasn't broken yet. There we go. Well. So yeah, I doubt that this has actually taken any damage whatsoever. Heroic victory. Yeah, no casualties. The game, yeah, this weird thing happens with the Immortals where they get knocked down, they think they're dead because they're at 0 HP, but they actually get back up and they don't get killed on the campaign map. But you can't, what ends up happening is that the unit just stays there. If any enemies go near them, they'll fight them, but you can't command them any further. Which is why with the Immortals, if you're going to do this kind of thing, you need to be careful about bringing them near large units, because infantry won't knock them down, but something like a incarnate elemental of beasts definitely will knock them down. They'll be like, you're at 0 hit points, you should die. Nah. Nah, I'm not going to die. Screw that. That being said, I'm so disorientated that I don't know what I'm doing now. So that is the overall damage done to the army. Next to nothing. 77,000. Jeez. Late game green skin. Very powerful. That's several turns worth of it. Yeah, that explains why he's got so much money there. Yeah, who cares about taking on extra money at that point? Alright. So yeah, obviously, super late campaign. It takes a while to stack that many trophies. So you can see here that he's... The trophy that he got most recently, that he's actually completed, was the biggest stunties trophy. And that he's currently working on Kill the Humies. But we know for a fact that he's definitely done the Lizardman trophy, and that's still active. But he's only done the biggest one. We don't know if it's possible to stack the big one. Or even if it's possible to stack two the biggest ones. I'm pretty sure you can't do that. So some more testing may be needed. You could maybe essentially get... which is the one that provides them with speed? Let me have a look again. Which is the one that provides speed? Speed for all... Tomb Kings. Yeah. Tomb Kings and Vampire factions. Right. Yeah, I mean, if there was the Vampire Endgame Crisis, then I guess you could farm it that way. I wonder if you could stack that then. Because, yeah, imagine if you could get these Black Orcs to have, like, 50 or 60 speed. That'd be insane. Because the only reason they were ever taking any damage was because they were being shot. That's it. You know, if these guys could move faster, they can close in so that the enemy use up less of their ammo. But, yeah, super strong army. Look, we begin this turn at full strength. So he's got 50% replenishment. Yeah, alright guys, well that's the end of this one here. I think I've gone through everything. We've seen what the base stats are of these units and how much he's managed to stack the stats. That's absolutely absurd. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for the subscriptions if you choose to subscribe. No hard feelings if you don't. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later guys.